Hi guys,
Hello everyone.
it's really late right now. It's like 9:15.
Yeah.
What time is it? I don't know. Welcome to Reflections from the Prayer of Recollection. I'm Martha,
I'm Anna.
and
Today is July 23rd, 2020. We're looking at John 8:31 through 46.
47.
I think we actually only read through 46. 7. She was right.
I know. We've been looking at all our commentaries, and I had to keep telling her what verses we looked at.
Alright. Ready to dive in?
From John 31 to 47. That's what it was.
You want to do running commentary tonight?
Anything is fine with me.
Okay, well we'll just do wherever the Spirit leads us, so to speak.
Okay.
Alright. Jesus said to the people who believed in him, "You are truly my disciples if you remain faithful to my teachings. And you will know the truth, and the truth will set."
I caught Martha fixing her hair.
My hair is so crazy right now.
Your hair looks fine.
Look at all the wispies everywhere.
That's okay.
Okay.
My hair's like that too.
But we are descendants of Abraham, they said. We've never been slaves to anyone. What do you mean? You will be set free.
Yeah, they have.
Which, yes, they actually had been slaves to quite a few people, but I don't know why they said that. Oh, they said because, the commentary said because it was considered, like, insulting to call someone a slave. Jesus replied, "I tell you the truth, everyone who sins is a slave of sin. A slave is not a permanent member of the family, but a son is a part of the family forever. So if the son sets you free, you are truly free. Yes, I realize that you're descendants of Abraham, and yet some of you are trying to kill me because there's no room in your hearts for my message. I'm telling you what I saw when I was with my father, but you are following the advice of your father."
Oh.
Who do you think he's talking about there?
Tell us in the comments. Who do you think he's talking about?
"Our father's Abraham," they declared. "No," Jesus replied.
You shut them down.
Shut him right down. "For if you were really the children of Abraham, you would follow his example. Instead,
We checked, by the way, whether God told Abraham to lie, and he did not tell him to lie.
Did we talk about that on our vlog, or was that off the vlog?
No, the other day we were talking about that.
Okay.
He did not tell him to lie, but he lied, and he said his wife was his sister,
Mm-hmm.
and then Pharaoh so he was like, we have to tell them she's not my wife, so they don't kill me to get her, and then Pharaoh took her because he thought they weren't married.
Get that thing off there, sorry.
Pharaoh took her because he thought they weren't married, and then God sent all the curses on Pharaoh for taking her. So, did he condone lying?
So Anna felt like he condoned lying.
Maybe.
But the commentary said, how'd the commentary say that?
Even though Abraham was being bad, God still delivered him.
Because God was protecting his own promise and covenant to keep the family line going. And so God was faithful to his covenant despite Abraham's disobedience or bad behavior.
Deception.
His deceptions. Okay. I'm telling you what I saw when I was with my father. Oh, we already said Abraham's our father. No, we said that too. Instead you're trying to kill me. Sorry, I was way behind in my mind.
Instead you're trying
real
to kill
father.
me because I told you the truth. Which I heard from God. Continue from 40.
No, you're imitating your real father.
40.
We read that, didn't we?
Read it again.
Okay, we're going to go back to 40.
Oh no! The candle. It was on a timer setting.
Instead, you're trying to kill me because I told you the truth, which I heard from God. Oh, you're right. We didn't read this yet. Abraham never did such a thing. No, you're imitating your real father.
Abraham never did such a thing, i.e. plotting to kill someone.
Who was from God.
Who was from God, or from anyone. Did he kill anyone? I don't think so.
I don't remember anyone. They replied, "We aren't illegitimate children." God himself is our Father.
The commentary said that they were making a jab at Jesus and implying that he was illegitimate. They're like, we aren't. And then the subtext is, but you are.
Yeah. They used a form of the word we
That has emphasis.
that contrasts like we versus you. Jesus told them, if God were your Father, you would love me, because I have come to you from God. I'm not here on my own, but he sent me. Why can't you understand what I'm saying? It's because you can't hear me. For you are the children of your father, the devil.
If
He
any
said
of
it.
you have read the Screwtape Letters, they call the devil. Screwtape Letters is about what?
Letters from one demon to another.
One demon to another.
To get people to
who
not
are
love
like
Jesus.
messing with people and making them not love Jesus, and they call Satan our father below.
Yeah. I think that this
I think
part
that's
where
kind of
C.S.
funny.
Lewis got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe, you know what? I've read the whole Bible. I don't know how many times, and I did not remember this. I can't believe Jesus said this.
You don't remember anything.
Yeah, that's true. And I really wasn't paying good attention. My horse was galloping too fast.
We love Martha.
Thank you.
Martha's
Thank
our
you.
Martha's our queen. Martha's our hero.
God's slowing my horse down.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see here. So, let's see the devil. Where was that? Just tell me when you spot it. Here it is. Nope, that wasn't it.
For you're the children of your father, the
devil. And you love to do the evil things he does. He was a murderer from the beginning. He's always hated the truth because there's no truth in him. When he lies, it's consistent with his character, for he is a liar and the father
C.S. Lewis
of
took
lies.
some of this for the Screwtape Letters.
Mm-hmm. This was really interesting because you might be, if you may have the same question I had. When I read it, I was like, why did they say he was a murderer from the beginning? Because, like, he did some bad stuff in the beginning, but I didn't know it was murder. It was like getting Eve to eat the apple and stuff. I'm going to tell him what this commentary said was really good.
You tell him you like it.
Okay, I liked it. So the commentary said that it was murder because when he got them to eat the apple, he stole eternal life from them and from all of humanity. So he murdered us, basically, in that, using lies. He lied to us, and he murdered us. Let's see. I want to read that last part again, because we were talking at the same time. It's so good. When he lies, it is consistent with his character, for he is a liar and the father of lies. So when I tell you the truth, you just naturally don't believe me. Which of you can truthfully accuse me of sin? And since I am telling you the truth, why don't you believe me? Anyone who belongs to God gladly listens to the words of God, but you don't listen because you don't belong to God.
Oof.
He got really intense.
It's a big old yikes.
Guys, I know. It was a big yikes. It was really big. It was really good. It was really, really good. Really intense.
This is only part of the section.
Yeah, our section is twice this long. We split it.
Split it to make room.
Yeah. Okay, should I tell my story?
If you want to.
Okay. Do we have anything else we want to talk about first?
Do we learn anything else in the commentaries?
Well, I liked that part we were just talking about where it said that, that Satan tried to kill did kill the... Oh, you got me yawn. Satan did kill the human race.
How, by sticking my tongue in and out?
I thought you yawned. Maybe it was just when you rubbed your head on my shoulder.
I just rubbed my eye on you.
Yeah. Satan ended our eternal life. He killed us, and he was a murderer in that way. And he lied to us.
What a mad lad.
And they said, you are just like your father because you're trying to kill the Son of God that God sent to earth. So
you're always messing up God's plans.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Right? So,
Except he wasn't messing up because that was God's plan all along, was to work the badness for good.
So tonight I'm going to tell you a little story, kind of a story.
A kind of a story?
Yeah, it's kind of a story.
I think it's just a story.
It's just a story.
It's just a story.
Yeah.
Is the sentence here from the story?
It's all here. Every bit.
Where is the sentence that you just finished writing?
That I just finished. Oh, it's right here. says, I praise you that you have been helping me with replacing this lie. I
And
pray
then
that your truth will go deeper
Thing happened.
and deeper. And
And-
that's where it happened, right there.
Okay, tell him the incidents.
Okay. So I was having my long time of solitude, and I was doing meditation with this. I was doing tax.
Tell them about your long time solitude so they know what you're talking about.
Oh, I thought we talked about that. So every week on Wednesday afternoon, I do an
I don't know if
extended...
we've talked about this. I
Maybe
don't
we
think
haven't
so.
talked about this.
I don't think so.
Just indirectly, maybe.
Yeah.
I do an extended time of solitude and silence using different practices. In fact, I'm getting ready, hopefully, if it's God's will. I feel like it is, but he'll stop me if it's not, hopefully, to publish to the website,
Publicize?
some an agenda for people to use if you guys want to try an extended solitude and silence. I'm going to do a 2-hour, 4-hour, 6-hour version. And I would highly, highly recommend doing it
Martha's
weekly.
a genius. She's got all this stuff down pat in her head.
You don't have stuff down pat.
She says, I write a retreat, and I write a retreat for you, and I take a month off.
Oh no, you're rambling. I don't even know what you're talking
That's
about.
the things that you say. That's what you did.
Yeah, I've done that.
So you've done a lot of retreats, so you know what to do. How to
Ah.
write something like this.
So, well,
People like to retreats, so you can trust that you will like this. That's not necessarily true.
but so don't really trust it. Just trust God.
Take it
That's
with
all
a
you
grain
gotta
of salt.
trust. Anyway, but I just kind of follow when I have a good solitude experience. I just kind of follow that for an agenda to share with other people, and then do variations on how long.
So Martha is sharing her lovely agenda. If you want some agenda,
Yep.
link is in the description.
Sure, we can put a link to the mini retreats. I don't have it published yet, but I hope to publish it. I'm working on it.
So
But I can put a link, and you can email me and let me know if you want to be on my list of.
maybe we'll update the link if she ever gets it done, or maybe not. But if we link to the website, they'd be able to find it if it's published,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the website, and you see if you can find it.
If you don't watch this video for a while, it may be published by
Yeah.
the time you see this in the link.
Like,
So
you know, where's Waldo? It's like, where's Martha's solitude time agenda?
Yeah.
You
I
gotta-
have the
you gotta
page ready. We just have to put in a link
Edit
to the agenda
it.
when the agenda gets finished.
Yes,
I'm working on it right
finish
now.
it.
I actually was just writing a little page on solitude and silence. That was kind of a preliminary. Anyway,
Okay, sorry. Tell them about your Wednesday.
so
what you
Wednesday
do.
I was working with this text, and I
And
was
she goes in
doing.
her room and she be's quiet.
I be quiet for the afternoon,
And she goes and she doesn't talk to anybody and she locks
and I
her
lock the
door.
doors.
She brings her snacks up with her and she never brings enough snacks, so she always comes downstairs.
No,
Or maybe it's dinner.
I'm starting dinner when I come
She
downstairs.
always comes downstairs and puts dinner in the oven.
Because my
but
kids won't start it for me while I'm praying.
lips are zipped. Excuse me, I'm doing summer school.
Okay, so next week you can start dinner for me.
Maybe. Anyway,
Little fight here.
little cat fight.
Yeah.
So she's in her room with her door locked, meditating.
Yep.
That was her.
We live in a small house. We only have one shower. And it's attached
And-
to the master bedroom, which is mine. Go ahead. And?
It's small. You can hear people all over the house.
Right, you can. You can hear everybody doing everything.
One shower,
Yep. One shower, 3 teenage girls.
unless you count the sink.
Yeah, you could use the sink. You could
If you like a head shower.
We have that sprayer in the kitchen sink. Okay, so I was doing my... did you have anything else to say about my solitude times?
I don't think so.
Okay, I was doing my solitude time, and I
She was
was
meditating.
using the...
She's looking at her god nail. Let's show them her god nails.
Mine is kind of coming off a little bit.
There's mine. That's dark blue. It's
Yeah.
not black. If the camera will focus on my ugly little nail. Okay, it won't, but it's not black. It's dark blue.
So I was doing TACS, T-A-C-S, which is for teaching, adoration,
She
confession,
wasn't doing her
supplication.
taxes.
I'm not doing taxes.
Just for clarification, we can put that in the description.
Yeah,
too.
we should put tax in the description. This is a
Or as I
great...
like to call it, stacks. That doesn't stand for anything. It's stacks stands for TACS.
Okay. So
It's just a different pronunciation.
the S. It's not a silent S. It's an unwritten S.
Yeah.
But you can
Like, you know
hear
how
it.
PH creates an F? There's no F there anywhere.
Right. This is a S that is not written, but you can hear it.
The funny thing about the word
Linguistically.
stacks is that it starts with the letter T.
So, this is a great form of meditation, guys. This will
If
totally,
you've made it through all this rambling and you're still here,
no kidding.
sorry guys.
Yes. So, so I went through teaching. You identified teaching, and then and the teaching was as a disciple that we will know the truth. And then I went through adoration. I was praising God for how He helps us with truth when we follow His teaching, and He lifts us out of our lies. And then I started doing confession about how I have habitual thoughts that seem to be driven by lies, and that recently God's been really helping me with replacing with our recent reading about when Jesus said, "Anyone who is thirsty can
And she thinks about it
come
when
to
she
me."
sees her God nail.
I see my God nail, and when I notice that I'm having
I just got this one just now.
mine's old, a few days older. Hers is new.
I just put this on.
When I notice I'm having a self-harassing thought, then I'll try to stop and think,
Or
my
it's just
thirst,
a negative thought.
any negative thought. Yeah, right. It's not always self-harassing. It can be others
Or
harassing.
others harassing.
Just a harassing, negative, bad,
Or just
judgmental,
negative.
any kind of a
yeah.
thought. I'll say to myself, my thirst is satisfied by Jesus. It is not, my thirst is not satisfied by, and then I identify what it is that I'm trying to satisfy my own thirst or deep motivations by. So, it might be a lot of time is my own productivity. I'm trying to be productive, and if something gets in my
Martha
way,
likes getting stuff done.
I do.
Which is,
It has its ups and downs.
it's a double-sided coin.
It is a double-sided coin. So then I'll identify that I don't satisfy my own thirst with my productivity, and I can just release that and just trust God to get done in my life what He needs to. Okay, so we're going along with that. Then I get into supplication, and this is what I wrote. I said, supplication is asking God to help you.
It comes at
That's
the
the
end.
S. I praise you that you have been helping me with replacing this lie. I pray that your truth.
She's reading her writing right now.
This is my journal, my thing. I pray that your truth will go deeper and deeper. Then it gets interrupted. Because you know why? Right at that point, when I'm praying that God's truth will go deeper and that He'll help me with these thought replacements.
Martha's door that opens onto our bathroom, remember? This is the door. Here it is. It's on that wall.
Yep. The door opens, and my husband comes in completely naked. Yeah. He actually had just finished a shower and was coming in to get dressed. And then here's true.
Please don't demonetize us.
Well, am I not allowed to say naked either?
I don't know.
True confessions.
We marked these as not for kids, though, so we're allowed to say that.
Yeah, we can say naked. I think we can say naked. I think people even show naked. We're not showing naked. We're just said the word.
You're not allowed to show completely naked.
No? I don't know about that stuff. Thank goodness. I don't know anything about that.
Your video will get kicked off YouTube.
Okay. So, and the true confession
You wouldn't
is,
just get demonetized. You get kicked off.
I got mad at him for coming and interrupting my solitude, which, by the way, he, never does. This was very out of the ordinary. And it's like, I said that he interrupted me, came to get dressed, and I am so mad at him. Lord, why is he interrupting my solitude time? I'm so mad at him. Lord, why is he doing this to me? And he didn't even apologize. He just barged in thoughtlessly. And then, see her face?
I love you, Martha.
And then I was like, oh, no, I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
And so...
That's what she said. That's not what I said. I wasn't there.
Right, she's just reflecting. So I had... Then Jesus came to me and I saw what I was doing. And
that was the key unlocking the brain.
It unlocked the brain, and I started thought
head
replacement.
Went on open, the top of the skull.
And I took out that thought, and I set it out, and I grabbed the new thought, and I put it back
in the brain.
So the new thought was that you satisfy my thirst, not my control of others. And I realized I still believe the lie that I satisfy my own thirst. And you know, in that, it wasn't just trying to control him, it was using anger to try to control him. In my heart, I only said a little, do you have somewhere to go?
A little
Snarky,
sassy.
little sass.
Yeah.
And he was so sweet. You know what he said? He said, "No, my armpits stank so bad I couldn't wait another minute to take a shower." So anyway, but in my heart, I think that's why I go to anger, is because if I get angry,
Control.
I can try to control him to do what I want so that he won't interrupt my solitude.
I kind of inherited that from Martha.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I always yell at people.
She does yell at us. I yelled bad when I was her age too. Now I just keep it internal, and the same sin
Maybe
happens.
That's worse.
Just inside.
Because then people don't know that you're angry, so that's also duplicitous.
True. So the good thing was, though, that when I did the thought replacement, that I actually was able to release the anger.
Who knew? Now our video is 20 minutes long.
Oh, another 20-minute video. I was able to release the anger, and I wasn't angry anymore. A lot of times early in thought replacement, it's been hard for me. I can think the thought cognitively, but it doesn't always change my emotions. It takes a lot over time to where you really start to believe it at the deepest level. And I wasn't mad. In fact, I thought it was funny, and I was really thankful that God did that. It was so funny. He answered my prayer. Remember, right as I was praying,
He said to bring deeper and deeper.
bring it, that He would help this truth go deeper and deeper. And then He just served it up right on a platter for me. Just as I was praying, I was like, "Oh, God, I praise you and I thank you," because that was amazing. It was so good. So anyway, just a little self-disclosure there. A little guided walkthrough.
A little spice
on the
in your life.
Thought replacement and the meditations and how powerful that is. I mean, really, guys, think about how powerful that is when you can change those gut level reactions that you're not. I used to not even be aware they were happening. You can
your
change
poor
that.
stinky husband.
He's not stinky anymore.
He was stinky. Sadly,
he was stinky,
but he got clean.
So,
people talking outside.
Yeah, Lizzie.
Who's she talking to?
Jeff Homer.
Huh?
So, anyway, so praise God. And if you guys,
Praise Jesus. Praise
on the website you can look
Jesus.
up tax.
Tax.
You can look up, there's one on replacing toxic thoughts. And go for it, you guys. It makes your life so much better. I've only got a little bit, and the more I get, the better it gets, and I just can't wait until it becomes an instant reaction that I don't have to do the bad thing and then undo it with the good thing.
Martha's improving.
God's helping me. Thank you. I praise you, Jesus.
We praise you, Jesus.